Welcome to Armando's Living Room, the weekly long-form improv podcast, where true stories spark wild scenes, and the furniture is just as improvised as the comedy. I'm Julius, your captain, sailing through a night of unscripted storytelling and long-form laughter. Set sail with us every Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, and join me, mateys, and I as we share real stories and spin them into a whirlwind of characters, chaos, and connection, all from the comfort of our imaginary couch. So grab a seat, kick off your shoes, and remember, in this living room, the only rule is say aye. We're back.
Episode 17,
Okay,
hypothetically.
and then we'll do the intro after this.
Sure.
Yeah.
So we've been a group for like over a year now, right? And at least in some sort of like writing capacity.
Are you talking about us three or just what? I mean, It's been like 2 years now. This is like this is getting ready to be like the third year, almost.
No.
You and I met in the spring
Of
2 years ago. I don't even remember now.
really?
Yeah. This is about to be 3 years now. Yeah, time flies by. Speaking of memes, have you guys seen the 2016 meme? You have any idea what I'm talking about? Okay. So, if y'all didn't know, in actual news, we lost like 5-6 years because of a certain worldwide disease that happened. Mm. So, everybody's like, oh, what happened to the last 5-6 years? Because as far as I can remember, the last 6 years flew by. Yeah, sure.
I think this is technically like 13.
Yeah, sure. Episode 12, 14. We lost a good 6 years. So everybody has gone back 10 years now and looked at their pictures and everything, usually on Facebook or whatever, and been like, oh, I remember 10 years ago in 2016, this is what I was like, and the world was completely different back then. So we're just going to make this a meme episode now since you brought it up. And this is Julius, by the way. Armando's Living Room. New episodes, if we have them, are usually on Fridays or something. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Who else is here with me?
I am LD.
And the Green Ranger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. We went to the thing. And I have another S word somewhere, but I'll think of it. Sultry.
Saucy.
Sultry. Sultry.
Simple.
How dare you? Sultry.
What about Scrappy?
Not yet.
Like you can fight good.
Eventually. So back to pop culture. Since I'm educating you guys, giving me blank stares, I have no idea what I'm talking about. So, can you think back to 2016 and remember what you were doing back then?
2016, I don't even think I had graduated engineering school yet.
I was, let me see here. Yeah, we were getting ready for the birth of our daughter, and I was railing against the fucking rising tide of Trump.
I thought you were going to say railing.
Yep. We should make it a clean
Your old
episode.
lady.
Speaking of, wasn't had a daughter, so birds and bees.
That's kind of when I started. This is like the beginning of the end of me and I mean, I'm on Facebook again just because of freaking the band and improv and all the other stuff. Yeah. But like I stopped with Facebook for a while. It was,
and LD brings up a good point. That was another thing about the memeing is that was the year before Trump took office for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
But we knew it was coming in 2016.
Correct, but it was before he got his office. Official. So before the world just like went to shit.
I felt like it was definitely something I looked at even when there were still like 8 Republican candidates still in the running, and I said to I just knew, I was like, they're gonna take this so unseriously. They're going to take Trump so unseriously and meme vote because they think it's funny. And they're going to accidentally meme vote this guy into power. Mm-hmm. And that is exactly what the fuck happened. And then after the meme voting happened and they were like, oopsie, then the actual like, oh, we can be racist again. Let's keep this up. Those folks came out.
Politics.
Here we are.
make Americans gross again.
Yeah.
Make America's fucking...
Yeah.
I think I was working in a workers' comp company, and yeah, that was a fun time. That was great. I can't remember what I was doing socially. I think I was getting ready to do HIIT classes at this gym. I had a little bit more money, so I was doing HIIT classes, which is fun. Maybe that might have been too early, something like that.
No, the HIIT was a thing then.
Yeah,
because I was kind of in that. I was doing some of that stuff too.
I can't remember if that was like 2018 or not. That's interesting.
2016. I mean, my daughter was born in 2016, so
Nice.
makes it kind of easy to be like, okay, this is what was happening at that point in time.
I actually had a really weird 2016 because I graduated engineering school, but I did not get an engineering job for about a year. My undergrad was in computer engineering, which if you don't know, that does not mean getting on a computer and like plugging the mouse in. And that also does not mean writing your stupid app. And that also doesn't mean plugging the computer together.
Did you try to unplug it and plug it back in?
Shut up.
Can you teach me how to use the Outlook mail app on my phone?
No.
I need to.
No, but I can shove your phone up your ass.
Yeah, I wish I could say
Sideways.
that. Yeah.
No, what it means is it's making the actual circuitry in a computer, making the CMOS, composite metal oxide semiconductor, making the little layers, making the little transistors, so that they add up and they become things like logic gates and adders and gates and OR gates and multipliers, and then up from there you get your little arithmetic logic unit. I haven't messed with any of that shit in forever, so I barely remember the words. But I just was not ready to.
I've heard some of those words before.
Arithmetic logic unit.
I've heard all of those words, but not ever used in the same sentence.
There's also the acronyms like spelled out.
The ALU. But I just wasn't. I mean, that shit was really hard. Computer engineering is brutal, and I just wasn't ready to work in it. I almost didn't want to.
Good evening, folks. I'm here for this interactive talk right now, and I want to explain something to y'all. See, I got an acronym up here. It's called AMAB. It's called
Aware Men Bisexually.
AAB. Aware Men A Bisexual. That is correct. I wanted to talk to you about the fact that men can be bisexual too.
Wait,
but we're gonna keep this
men,
nice and clean, though.
What if you're unaware, man?
Well, that's where we just.
What if I don't like bicycles? God damn it!
Yeah, bicycles. Yeah, you can have bicycles. You can
I just think in this America, a man should be able to be a man and not have to ride a bicycle.
Okay, not quite what we're talking about, but as bicycles go both ways, so can your sexuality.
My sectionality is none of your goddamn business.
I can only set my couch up a certain way, because if I try to put the other piece on the other side of the couch, it just doesn't work.
Well, you can come from the front end of the couch and the back end of the couch, so you can take your sectional and use it both ways.
Sir,
as well.
In America, a man only comes from the back end of the couch.
Well, sir, I'd like to tell you, there's a special spot on the back end of your couch that makes you can come both ways. So from the front and the back now. There's a little button back there that, just click it and it works. Once again, we're going to keep this nice and clean.
Okay.
See some kids in the back.
Oh, well, I reckon. Okay, so I'm still unaware.
Aware. You're unaware.
Yeah.
Are you bi-aware?
But I'm aware that I'm unaware. Okay. So does that count for anything?
Are you bi-aware? Bi-aware.
BioWare? BioWare.
BioWare.
BioWare is the devil's company.
What?
We don't play BioWare games in my house.
Oh. Well, can we just be BioWare, though?
I thought it was BioWare.
BioWare?
That's what I said. BioWare is the devil's company.
No. He's talking about BioWare.
BioWare now, Interactive, the gaming company.
Sir, we are not like...
I'm not really aware.
The Matrix yet, and we haven't been able to put computers in brains now. So you can't just buy a package plan and insert the awareness into your brain. You actually have to learn the knowledge first. What we're going to do on this AMAB talk now, I'm going to break down the steps for you, okay?
All males are bad?
No. This is all a male, a bisexual. Yes.
So which male is bisexual?
All males can be bisexual, not in the actual sense, but in the action sense. Actual action. Now I see the confusion on your faces.
Are you talking about put it in a pooper?
No, sir. Once again, we have kids in the back, sir. Sir, we are all about exploring and awareness now. You, sir, over there on the other side, you look like you have another question. Now,
he looks like he's trying to poop.
Oh, are you constipated, sir? Now, that is a different topic now, okay? When we're talking about pooping, that's the BWOD, okay? Poop where on demand. Okay.
I know somebody who could use that.
Who's that?
Poopware on demand.
Yeah.
It keeps you from shitting yourself.
Now, sir, once again, we have children in the back. Please,
keeps you from pooping yourself.
Yeah, depends. Are an underwear that you can buy, and if you need to poop wherever you want, you can get Depends. But what we're talking about on the BWOD is an actual collapsible system, which you can just like take all into yourself if you want to.
BWOD?
That's correct.
The big women odometer blimp.
That's another one, but no, we're still talking about the poop wear on demand. Now, where it is actually attachable.
Yeah, it's P, not B.
What you can do is you actually can take it outside of yourself, but if you have special cases, you can actually insert it of yourself. It's like a cork on a wine bottle. You just keep it in there until you're ready to evacuate your system.
What's with all this insertion of things into the body?
What are you talking about?
Yeah,
This is the first time we talked about it.
before. No, I already said that you put it in the pooper.
Sir, we were talking about AMAB at that time.
Oh,
Now we're talking about
okay.
BWOD, which is perfectly fine in this case. Some people just have a medical thing that they just can't,
I have
cap
a
their
medical
system.
thing called IDKWY.
I don't know why. Oh.
I don't know what you're fucking talking about.
Sir, we have children in the back. Please, can we keep this cordial? Okay, so I want to talk about that. And then also we have our actual product, the SDK, Super Defined Kicking, which is something for your feet. Now, not as exciting as the AMAB talk that I wanted to do in the BWOD talk, but the SDK is fantastic and great for kids. So that's why we have the kids in the back. It's got something for the feet. We want to keep it all family friendly. We don't always want to go to the poop.
Oh, I didn't know you were into feet.
Feet is not necessarily family friendly, sir.
It is. Do you not know what happens with your feet when you try to sell people something? No, keep this to yourselves, okay? The parents are the gold mine, okay? Because the kids will buy anything, especially if it has lights and makes buzzing sound. You both look very confused, okay?
People have sex with feet.
Sir,
That's what I'm saying. It's not
we're
always
keeping it
necessarily
family
friendly.
theme, okay? The SDK is for the kids.
You can't just say feet.
What?
You can't just say feet.
Everybody has feet, sir.
You're not supposed to say the F word.
Yeah, you can't be saying the F word in God's America.
Okay, so that's why we have SDK, because we're talking about kicking, okay? That's the new word for feet. You get it now? See how we work this thing all around? You understand? Okay, they understand. Now back to the AMAB. Bisexuals. Everybody can do it, okay? You can do it.
Well, like physically.
Yes, that's true.
Sure.
I just didn't learn how to ride as a child, okay? I had training wheels, and then I tried to trisexual, and that didn't work out neither. So I don't know that everybody can enjoy bicycles.
So 3 is a little too much, okay? 2 is fine. 3 is a little too much.
Well,
So you're saying you're not you don't want to try?
Trisexual?
yeah, I think trying
You can give it a
anything
go.
once is okay, but
Yeah.
if you once
Twice.
no,
Then try twice.
no, you don't need to try
anything
We would
twice.
try twice.
Yeah.
Some things you don't need to try at all, to be honest.
I think we have a new
First
customer.
First time you try it,
I think we got a new
you might
customer.
not be ready for it.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're getting into, but after you've had time to stop and process and think, and you try it again, you might like it.
Yeah. Sometimes you just got to bend over a chair and just take it on the bottom.
I feel like there's
I
some
don't think I
personal
wanna do
feelings
that.
coming. So hold on though.
Food wise, you're supposed to try everything twice.
Food wise, yeah. I just don't think
Unless you have an allergic reaction to it.
I'm just saying, you never know until you try it. I mean, physically too. You know?
there's plenty of things you don't need to try. Like people are into scat.
Yeah, I don't need to try that.
You don't need to try that.
I've cleaned up diapers. Fuck that, dude.
Just had to take it there. You did that to yourself.
I mean, I'm just saying that's the example of
Yeah.
you really
No.
don't need
Or
to try
peeing,
everything.
Like, I don't want you to pee on me. No,
Yeah.
I'm good. No.
There's just all kinds of stuff not that much stuff, but there's only some stuff you just don't need to try. Anything that's a disease vector, you don't need to try it. You know?
I feel like we're taking this
Now-
to a different
now,
location.
hold on a
here,
second.
huh? My regular
you
talk.
eat ass.
Shut the fuck up. That's after the shower.
I'm just saying, everybody has their own thing. We're gonna cut that part out because it's supposed to be a family friendly episode.
I've said too many bad words.
No,
Bad words are fine. It's the subject matter. And we're back. Okay,
yes,
we're going to talk about
EAT, our
consensual
eating.
We're consensual. I'm just saying, sometimes you actually fall into stuff too. I know when I was young. Well, we're blending topics here into a different thing, but I'll just say I accidentally shocked myself when I was younger, and then I didn't realize what was happening, and I just kept doing it, and I was like, oh, I enjoyed that. A little side story. Anyways, what we were talking about beforehand? What did I bring up? Nobody remembers.
Oh, I was talking about engineering school.
Oh, yeah,
It was the 2016.
acronyms.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
the
Yes.
after the time loss there. I don't know that there's necessarily been a time loss or whatever. We lost 6 years.
You
don't think so?
I liked life during COVID. I mean, definitely things did feel go faster, but things did feel go faster.
The world was falling apart. I hated it.
I loved those 2 weeks where we weren't allowed to be driving around and stuff, and I loved how...
You say 2 weeks because you were here in Florida. I was up in Minnesota where we were like shelter in place for like freaking... Yeah,
we were supposed to do that.
What I'm saying, though, is nature had a resurgence. And there was animals, and the smog was down, and
we have smog
all over the world. The smog was coming down. People were posting pictures on Reddit of views they hadn't seen in 20 years because the smog had cleared up.
Like nature's healing itself.
Yeah, and I really like that because I mean that just told me as soon as we can find a way to delete humanity off the face of the earth in a mere 2 weeks, nature will be back at it, and I really like that.
I see. The lesson I took out of that is like everybody should just take 2 fucking weeks off every year.
People should just take a year off every year.
Everybody just be like, we're just gonna stay home for 2 weeks.
Yeah, like resting a field,
Ooh, that would be a good idea. We should try to push that through.
Can you imagine?
That's what I'm fine with. The unexpectedness of it all, and then like 2-3 years of it. I'm still recovering from quarantine. I'll just say that right now because it just messed me up royally. But
it only destroyed my marriage.
Yeah,
I feel like other things destroyed your marriage.
But anyways,
flat Earth.
I have
the firmament destroyed.
I've known people
your marriage
that feel similar as you, Nova, on the other end. But I think me and LD are on the other side of this whole entire thing. Really sucked. But yes, I've had people feel the same way, and it's interesting.
The thing that sucked for me was that it is just like the people who just would refuse to just like they wanted to fight against it and like be like it's like just do something good for everybody, and if you can do
wash
that,
your fucking hands.
Yeah, and wash your fucking hands.
The idiocy about the masks, like the arguments that people would give as to why a mask didn't work, and they weren't like even thinking on their own. It just made me want to scream.
All those same jackasses that didn't want to put a mask on are fucking running around with Nazis. Them on and shooting people in the streets. Yeah. They're all a bunch of now they want to mask up because they don't want anybody to know who they are, and they don't want to have to pay for their actions.
But we're gonna know.
Wow. Speaking of 2016, a little bit brighter notes. I remember what I was doing back then. I was getting ready to go to Australia in 2017, so I was preparing to go overseas for the first time in a long time. Have y'all boys ever been down under?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it's a great place.
Not Australia.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those places. Yep. Yeah. Back to BWOD, huh?
Yeah.
I went to...
Definitely a place you try out when you're single.
I've never been to the Southern Hemisphere, I don't think. But I'm going to go to Peru one day. And Antarctica.
South America. Ooh, Antarctica.
Yeah.
Speaking of putting poop in a bag, you can't poop out there and like all willy-nilly. You have to collect all your stuff and bring it back with you on the boat because of environmental
but you don't like
stuff.
hand carry it individually. Like this is I took 7 turds exactly, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Hopefully you make it all into a bag. Me myself, it depends on what I'm eating, and I can't imagine I'll be clean or you would be clean eating in Antarctica. But yeah, you can't just like go wherever you want. You got to take it back with you because you don't disturb
but it's a system that dehydrates it and it bags it up.
Yeah.
But like a person does not carry their own fucking feces
in
around.
a little doggy bag or whatever.
If you're out in the field and you got to take a shit, yeah. But if you're on the little base, they have a thing.
Well, you wouldn't travel out in the tent and spend the night and the whole entire thing?
I would, but that's temporary.
And I can hold my poop for a day. Okay.
Yeah, there's that.
That's pretty impressive.
Or shit in a bucket.
Some people, you still got to carry the bucket though.
But you put a lid on it.
It's not a bag. That'd be really difficult about pooping in Antarctica.
Dogs.
Is like unless you had like an e-tool or something like that, there's no trees. You can't do like the one cheek sneak or the like the leaner or any of those other
Dear God,
outdoor
motherfucker.
pooping.
Well, you can't leave it there.
Well, I was in Mexico a little bit ago, and we were driving somewhere to do a thing to go to this lagoon, and I had to take a shit. A lagoon. And I had to take a shit. So we pulled over in real Mexico. Where people, Mexican culture is a lot of fun, and I have plenty of Mexican friends, so I'm going to say this with a lot of love in my heart, but those motherfuckers is not tall. And everything in real Mexico
by, Home Depot
is tiny.
Downtown.
And so I'm trying to take this shit in a lidless Mexican toilet. So it is about 12 inches off the ground, if that.
If anybody doesn't know, who's your name? Oh, the Green Ranger is a giant. So just so you know.
That was problematic.
He's at least 5'8".
Because, well, I'm going to cut that story off there, but that took a while to deal with that situation.
Have you not driven by a Home Depot down near downtown? Like this?
Oh, yeah, sure. I'm just saying, like, in real Mexico, everything is tiny.
Yeah.
The rooms are tiny. The toilets are tiny. The beers are tiny.
Yeah.
And it is like going to a special world.
You like Gulliver's Travels?
It feels like that.
Yeah. You just big old... Yeah.
I was
coming off the beanstalk.
The other time I was there, I was at an amusement park and I needed to change my clothes. And I went into the bathroom, and the bathroom was so goddamn small. I had to wedge 1 foot behind the toilet in order to get into the bathroom. And the shit ain't even 6 feet. Like, the ceiling's not even 6 feet. And I'm trying to my eyes out to change clothes in this. What is a closet? But a closet
not even with the toilet in it.
Yeah, not even a closet. More like a cabinet. It's just a cabinet with a toilet in it. Eventually, I give up because I cannot change clothes, and it's like a clown show, and I have no choice but to just get out into the hallway and go dick out, change clothes. But here's what's funny: is this by hallway? This is a little weird of a building, but imagine a spirally building with a ramp spiral, and then along the spiral is all the bathrooms. So when I say hallway, what I actually mean is outside on the top of this spiral tower, and I'm fucking dick out changing, and and then I get done, and I look down like the railing of the spiral. And I realized, like, there was definitely a fucking crystal clear view of my cock and balls to anybody who happened to have looked up in the last, 2 or 3 minutes, which was funny because...
Small condoms. Scene.
That's sad.
Keeping this clean. That was it.
It was funny because my wife was through, like, I looked through the hole of the thing where my cock and ball view was, and I could see my wife, and I thought that was just kind of
wait, what hole? The glory?
No, it was like a hole in the railing.
Oh, see, this is funny because we know you, and I'm not surprised by this story. If I happened upon you and I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yep. Oh, there's nobody's changing.
Anything else about 2016? We should definitely
it was weird.
We got to go on a trip at some point.
2016?
Yeah.
I was a personal trainer, and that was the second time in my life that I actually got, because I was obese as a kid.
Yeah.
Folks who don't know that, I've always had a fucking eating disorder. I was a personal trainer, and when you're first getting established, you have like very little income. You just need more clients, but you're working out all the goddamn time. So all I was eating was like Wawa pretzels and chocolate milk, but I was working out all goddamn day, and so I was in just immaculate shape. And I was outside.
You're bored?
Huh? No, it's because I was like
the gym. He's a personal trainer.
Well, personal trainers just tell people what to do. Just sit there.
No, I would always work out with the people I was doing it with, because I would work with people who were like brutally out of shape. It was much better for them mentally to kind of get in there and suffer with them, and then show them 100% along the way, like, this is possible. If you have a client that's like at least got some muscle tissue on them and isn't 400 pounds, they can handle you just telling them what to do. But that's not how I did it. I guess that's not the kind of client I had. But then also, to get clients, I would run group classes.
Oh yeah.
And with a group class, you are exercising.
Yeah.
I was in amazing shape, but fucking damn, did that suck.
What, trying to get clients?
No, just being that broke.
Yeah.
I was in terrible shape in 2016 because my wife, we had our daughter in early 2016, and I put on a lot of pregnancy weight along with her. I was about as big as I think I've been.
Too bad you didn't know a trainer in Florida.
But I still worked in the same industry as I do now, just a different aspect of it, I guess. Just realized I've been doing that shit for like 15 years. So
Welcome to the club, buddy.
The brokerage thing?
No, just logistics in general.
I'm about to get a new job.
Yeah. Unemployed?
Oh, yeah, interesting. Yeah.
Self-employed. Sorry, self-employed.
Yeah. Speaking of starting
unemployed
stuff
for a while.
new, it's almost like you were trying to get clients like one would do for a show that is starting on a monthly basis and trying to get people to come to the show. One would relate it to that way. That's always fun.
I mean, imagine if your income was 100% based on Bound to Laugh right now.
Yeah. I'm wondering if
I have a box of like ramen noodles that I can't eat because my body doesn't like them. I could feed you that if that's if that's.
Yeah.
No, I'll be all right.
You gotta eat a lot of ramen noodles.
I got a bonus from where I work now 3 years ago. They called it a long-term incentive. So they give you, it's a good chunk of change, but they don't give it to you for 3 years.
Yeah.
And it was on February 20th or so, that's when the 3-year mark hits. So I'll have that.
And
it's
a nice chunk of change and be like, oh, thanks for the bonus. Bye.
Yeah, it's exactly that. So it'll be like, I think it's equivalent to maybe like 3 or 4 months of salary.
Oh, wow.
The bonus.
That'd be
Yeah.
nice.
I'll have time and I have my income from the VA.
Yeah. So, as somebody that watches all the content stuff, having a backup is always great when you're trying to start something new. That's always nice. But yes, being 100% on something that you're trying would suck. But we're all old now. That feels like a 20-year-old game to try to do, but it's very interesting.
Well, that's the thing, man, with the part of the reason why I'm pushing to do this is because I started just screwing around with this video game idea, just asking the chatbots, like, hey, is this feasible? Is that feasible? Well, how would I do that if I did do it? Until I got to the point, I was like, let me try it a little bit. Let me just see. What ended up happening was I was seeing how insanely talented those chatbots are at coding. And they can't write algorithms. They don't, but they know the fuck out of protocol. They know, like, if you need to hook a seismic audio sash 8x20 up to an iPhone 15 and do it over a whatever, the PGX 9000 over there, it knows how to do those. It 100% knows all those protocols. If you need an efficient algorithm to run to make some kind of process work, it can't do that. But it does everything else, I mean, near perfectly. And so as somebody who makes their living partially off of coding, I'm sitting here thinking, like, I don't want to wait around for some dickhead executive decide that they'd rather take the AI. And especially with as powerful as it is, to me, it feels like a modern day gold rush. And I'm trying to get to California as fast as I can, because these things, with the right mind and the right existing education, all these chatbots are, especially when it comes to technical stuff, they're multipliers. They will multiply your talent and your ability.
Yep.
And I feel like because I have my background in physics and computer engineering and electrical and the data science and the AI and all of that, I feel in not an utterly unique position, but a fairly unique position in order to really capitalize on these things right now before they maybe get better, and then anybody can just be like, well, write me a game about Dildotronic.
Yeah. And what's funny, too, is, one, all the AI content creators have been saying this all the time, but nobody's taking in the knowledge. And two, you can definitely, even just teaching it, make some money off of that.
Oh, teaching the AI?
All that stuff, yes, to be more efficient. I've been to a few classes where people just talk about that kind of stuff, and everybody sucks it up and wants them to teach more of it. Because people don't realize you can just go on the internet and learn all this stuff, but then it's like, oh, God, I have to work on it and try to learn it myself. And it's like, nope, I just want somebody to just tell me how to do it.
It's a lot of learned helplessness, and I feel like going through, because I was working on a PhD for a while, and I obviously did my master's degree in AI. And once you get to that kind of study, you have to get over that learned helplessness. Because when you're working on a PhD, by definition, what you're doing is something that does not exist. There is no one to ask. You're going to have to suss it out on your own. And I feel like that's part of why I'm doing really well, doing all this development with the aid of AI, because I just don't hesitate. Like, everything I would be quote unquote learning to get through this process, I don't even feel like I'm going through a learning phase. I feel like as soon as I know it exists, I'm like, AI, tell me about this real quick. Okay, I got it. Let's move on. Let's do that. And I'm able to operate, and I don't have this hesitance of, oh, I need to learn more. Oh, I need to figure this out better.
Can AI smack me in the ass with like a
Elon's got some
deer skin flogger?
Yeah, Elon's got some models coming out. What are they called? Optimus? What a stupid fucking name.
Well, it's Elon. He's a nerd, so everybody gets mad.
He's a pretend nerd.
He's a fucking jackass.
He's a nerd. Okay, anyways, back to the politics. I feel like we need to change the name of this podcast now because changing all the different topics. But when you talk about learned helplessness and getting out of your comfortability, then you're talking about a different podcast. That one is another one of my podcasts that we talk about all this stuff on, and I rant. We're going to stick to improv.
Isn't it the definition of this podcast? Do whatever. That's the living room.
Sure, totally, kind of. Anyways, we might have to change the name to something else. No, the episode's over. Put your hand down.
Army of Fistotron coming for your bunghole.
Because you're supposed to start cleaning up early because we're in the library again. Anyways, that's it for Armando's living room. Like asterisk, because we might be changing the name to something else. Probably bound to laugh since you mentioned that. Maybe the BTL pod or something like that, because we all talk about deerskin floggers now, so that's a different topic. Okay,
we're gonna need to get some straight lady titties in here if you want to do that.
You and your straight lady titties.
I wonder
anybody
why.
Cares about any other titties? Nobody cares. You're literally the only one that cares about the kind of titties.
I don't care if they're gay or straight.
Exactly, and I don't care if it's AMAB or AFAB boobies, real or fake boobies. Okay,
as long as it ain't ACAB.
Yeah,
fuck them.
Sure.
All right.
Anyways, that's it for now. I am not salacious. What did I say? Not
seditious?
spicy.
Oh, wait.
Nope. Didn't say that either. You something S. I can't remember the word now. But I am Julius.
LD.
I'm the carnivorous Nova.
You said Green Ranger at the beginning.
I'm the carnivorous Green Ranger.
You said the Green Ranger. What did I say? I remembered what he said.
Conifer trees are evergreen trees. So he's evergreen. So he would be carnivorous.
Anyways, that's it for now. Armando's living room. New episodes on Friday. Bye. And that's a wrap for Armando's living room, where the stories were true, the scenes were made up, and the laughs were totally real. Arr. Join us again next Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube. If you like what you heard, don't forget to subscribe. Leave us a comment and share the living room shenanigans with your mates. Until next time, keep telling your story, eh? Someone out there just might improvise it.